Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, my dear students of Masters final year. I was telling you about the play King Lear, which is written by world renowned playwright William Shakespeare, and today I am going to tell you the summary of the play King Lear. And before telling you the summary of the play King Lear, let me introduce you to the main characters. I think if you are introduced to the main characters, you will understand the summary of the play well. You know, the main plot features King Lear and his daughters and their husbands and Kent, and the subplot features Gloucester and his sons. And for your cognizance, I want to tell you that King Lear is the king of Britain, and Goneril, Regan, and Cordelia are his three daughters. Goneril is his eldest daughter, Regan is his second daughter, and Cordelia is his youngest daughter. And Albany is Goneril's husband, Cornwall is Regan's husband, and there is the King of France and Kent, and there Gloucester and his son Edgar and Edmund is Gloucester's bastard son. And we also see the fool. And now, my dear students, I will tell you the summary of the plot. Lear, king of pre-Christian Britain, has decided to divide his kingdom between his three daughters, Regan, Goneril, and Cordelia. Now, King Lear is very old and wishes to give up the cares of kingship whilst continuing to enjoy its rights and honors. He asks each of his three daughters to make a public profession or declaration before the court to this effect of how much she loves her father. Goneril and Regan praises Lear and express their love extravagantly, but Cordelia is unable to make such a fulsome and public declaration, despite or perhaps because of the fact that it is she who loves Lear most truly and most dearly. For this, Lear disinherits her, and he vanishes Kent for protesting his decision of disinheriting Cordelia. The king of France truly loves Cordelia and marries her, even though she now has no dowry. Lear divides his kingdom between Regan and Goneril and their husbands Cornwall and Albany, though he still keeps the title of king. My dear students, Lear's two elder daughters soon reveal their true natures, drastically cutting their father's retinue of attendants, eventually refusing to have him in their houses unless he gives up all his 100 knights. Lear is astounded, deeply angered, and finally broken by their cruelty and ingratitude, and he goes out with only the fool into the storm, where he goes mad. King Lear meets Edgar the younger son of Earl of Gloucester. Edgar has been vanished by Gloucester because Edmund, Gloucester's illegitimate, Edgar's illegitimate half-brother, has successfully plotted to convince their father that Edgar is planning an attempt on Gloucester's life. Edgar has disguised himself as a madman and is living in a poor hut on the heath. The disguised Kent and Gloucester help Lear, and as a result, Gloucester is blinded by the cruel Cornwall. Edgar then goes with his father, guiding him towards Dover. Cordelia has landed there with French troops in order to try to help her father. Kent guides Lear himself in that direction. Lear and Cordelia meet again and are reconciled, but in the battle they are defeated and captured. Cordelia is hanged by the order of Edmund. Despite the latter's confession and the resulting attempt to stop the execution, Cornwall has died of his wounds sustained when he fought a servant who had attempted to protest at his treatment of Gloucester. Goneril poisons Regan for love of Edmund, and she escapes herself when she learns that Edmund has been killed in single combat with his half-brother Edgar. Edgar tells how Gloucester died of a heart attack. When Edgar revealed his true identity, Lear then enters with the dead Cordelia in his arms. He has killed the man who was hanging Cordelia but was unable to save her. Lear himself then dies, and it is not clear whether or not he imagines that Cordelia herself is still alive. Kent feels that he too is close to death. Albany resigns his power to Lear just before the latter dies, and he then invites Kent and Edgar to rule Britain. The latter, with a heavy heart, accepts the offer. And this is, my dear students, the summary of the play King Lear. And in our next class, we will analyze different aspects of the play. And until then, wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.